Hey guys, it's me, Cupid. I have schizophrenia. I want to talk about emotional support animals today. Maybe go over some information that might be helpful for people um, that, would be good to know in case you guys are ever thinking about or in case you even have animals already. It's good information to know. If I have time, I'm going to get into a story. So let's see. Um, so, um, Not only do we offer ESAs, emotional support animals, but we also offer PSDs, psychiatric service dogs. Not like me, but um, we as in this country, I guess. Um, this is only in the United States, but I'm pretty sure they offer these services in other countries as well. Um, PSD is a psychiatric service dog that is specific. Ugh, that is a specific type of service animal trained to assist those with mental illnesses. These include post traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, um, schizophrenia, depression, anxiety, and bipolar disorder. Um, for example, a dog may assist someone with PTSD in doing room searches or turning on lights. Um, Research has shown that a relationship exists between pets and improved outcomes within serious mental health diagnoses, such as bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, and schizo-affective disorder. For example, researchers at the New York State Psychiatric Institute found that pets provide outlets for empathy, connections, self efficacy, and support for adults with serious illnesses. So their conclusion was based on surveys from 177 health maintenance organization members who had participated in the study transition and recovery strategies study. Interestingly, participants who owned pets were found to have a greater avoidance of isolating behaviors by providing a social outlet that helped them to connect with others. I think that my cat helps me quite a bit. I think she comes and lays on me whenever I need her to, and not like when I need her, but like when I'm having an issue and I need something like that. Not like I demand her to come to me. But you get what I'm saying. Um, Mental health psychiatric service dogs undergo rigorous and specialized training in basic and advanced obedience, public access, and task performance. These dogs are found to be especially effective in lives of people who suffer from anxiety disorders, including post traumatic stress disorder. They can perform, I have post traumatic stress disorder. I actually have it from both my symptoms and from things that happened in my life. Apparently, you know, that can happen. They perform such tasks as providing a buffer for the handler in crowded areas by creating a physical barrier, standing behind the owner and others to increase feelings of security, and helping reduce hypervigilance on the part of their owners. They also can be trained to remind owners to take medication. I have to admit, I forget to take my medication sometimes, especially my morning medicine. I don't know what it is. I just think I haven't even taken it today. Ding! That was just a reminder right there. Um, Not that I'm going to take it right this second. I'm kind of in the middle of something, obviously. So, tasks PSDs can be trained to perform include remind handler to take medication on time, warm handler's body during a panic attack. So, warming sensation helps to calm people down. I own a weighted blanket that actually not only warms me, but it helps by providing that weight. The weight also calms you down. So when an animal comes and lays on you, it's very calming to have that weight on you. You know, so not only does the warming help, but the weight of the dog will help as well. So it helps to interrupt repetitive behaviors. So any behaviors of OCD or anything like that. Attend to handler during emotional distress. So things like coming up and nuzzling on you and trying to lay on you and rubbing on you, whatever, you know what I mean. A company handler outside of the home, so goes with you where you go, so that way, in case anything happens, you have the animal there with you. Provide discernment against hallucination, um, and mitigate paranoia with reality testing. So I have a list here of a list that qualifies you for ESA registration. So here's a list of emotional, mental challenges and impairments that can be helped by an ESA. Age-related cognitive decline, um, anxiety, and any psychiatric condition. Sorry, can't speak. Um, Attention deficit disorder or ADHD and ADD, autism, bipolar disorder, depression, dyslexia, which is kind of funny. I didn't know that an emotional support animal can help people with dyslexia. Emotionally overwhelmed, panic attacks. I actually have dyslexia. Post traumatic stress disorder, separation anxiety, social phobia, and stress problems. And here is another list of actual disorders from the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, version 5, that can qualify for ESA registration. So this is a long list. I'm going to go through it as quickly as possible. If you guys want the list itself, I can give it to you. Send it to you however you want. Acute stress disorder, adjustment disorder unspecified, adjustment disorder with anxiety, adjustment disorder with depressed mood, adjustment disorder with disturbance of conduct, adjustment disorder with mixed anxiety and depressed mood, adjustment disorder with mixed disturbance of emotions and conduct, agoraphobia without history of panic disorder, anorexia nervosis, anxiety disorder due to another medical condition, anxiety disorder NOS, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, predominantly hyperactive impulsive presentation, attention deficit hyperactive disorder, predominantly inattentive presentation, bipolar disorder NOS, bipolar 1 disorder most recent episode depressed, bipolar 1 disorder most recent episode hypomanic, bipolar 1 disorder most recent episode manic, bipolar 1 disorder most recent episode mixed, bipolar 1 disorder most recent episode unspecified, bipolar 2 disorder, borderline personality disorder, brief psychotic disorder, bulimia nervosa, depressive disorder NOS, dysemic disorder, generalized anxiety disorder, insomnia disorder, major depressive disorder, recurrent mood disorder NOS, obsessive compulsive disorder, other specified trauma and stressor related disorder, panic disorder with agoraphobia, panic disorder with without agoraphobia, personality disorder due to general medical condition, personality disorder NOS, post-traumatic stress disorder, schizophrenia, social phobia, specific phobia, situational type, trichotillomania, unspecified schizophrenia spectrum, and other psychotic disorder. Sorry, sometimes my head thinks faster than my mouth can move, so sometimes I speak ahead of what I was actually thinking or things like that, or speak ahead of what I was saying originally. Sorry, obviously my brain can't think sometimes too, but yes, if you ever notice me sometimes where I'm having trouble talking, it's usually because my brain is thinking faster than the words that can come out of my mouth. Another great thing that dogs can help with, PSDs can help with, is discern. I know that they said this, the discernment of hallucinations, so they can help to identify whether something is real or not for you. It can help bring you back into reality so that you're not stuck in that whatever you want to call it. I still don't know what a good word for it is, but it can help bring you back from there and kind of ground you. So it's nice to have pets. I know my cat is an amazing, amazing pet to have. I really do have to admit I don't know where I'd be without her. I also have a bunny rabbit, so a little mini bunny, just a little tiny bunny. She doesn't do much other than bunny stuff, so she's kind of a cuddler, but she likes to chew on things, so she's an outside rabbit. Yeah. So I go out there and I'll hang out with her sometimes just to get my emotions under control too, and I'll do that with my cat. My cat loves to cuddle. She just loves being loved on and getting all kinds of attention and cuddling up against me. So when I need something, my cat is really where I go to. If I can't find my cat, then I go to the rabbit. But I mean, the rabbit is pretty awesome too. Yeah, I love having a mini rabbit. So let me go into somewhat of a story. I don't know if any of you have paid attention to my Instagram. If any of you have added me on Instagram or looked at my Instagram, that is all my art. Every single thing on there is mine. I did it myself. There's nothing else, that has been on there. I have quotes from my book, my photography, some drawings I think I've posted on there as well. In my art, my photography especially, I find that the best way to describe schizophrenia is that there's a filter on life for a person with schizophrenia. There's a filter. It's not like rose-colored goggles or whatever you call those, rose-colored glasses, whatever. It's not like that. This is completely different. It's like a filter, like something is there that is filtering out, like not filtering out, but filtering what is reality. So there's a filter on it, and sometimes there's other things there too that come with that filter. And that includes a filter on audio because we hear things that other people can't. And there's that filter on your on your ears, I guess. So the filter on the audio that comes in. Sorry, I'm trying to find the best way to describe it, and I'm not coming up with the best words, and I'm just using the same ones over and over again, and I apologize. So that is what I do with my art. I add a filter on all of my art, a filter on all of my photography. It's usually has to do with what I see at the time, what's happening in my life at the time, what I'm hearing at the time, what it looks like to me at the time. And then in my art, I like to do things that represent my schizophrenia. Like I have the picture that is on my YouTube channel. When you go to my home page, it's the picture at the top. It's the one that says Cupid. So that one, I drew that actually the beginning of my third episode in 2017. I started it December, I think, and I was just doing it to kind of bide my time because I didn't have much else to do at the time, and I was dealing with a lot. So I was drawing, and I have this picture on there of the drawing is like that big, so you only see a piece of it. There's a picture on there of my face, eyes sewn shut, mouth sewn shut, because how I feel about when the voices come is that I'm not allowed to see what they don't want me to see. I'm not allowed to speak what they don't want me to speak. I'm not allowed to do anything that they don't want me to do. I have to be the person that they demand me to be the way that they demand me to be, say the things that they demand me to say. It's like they have a control over me. And in the picture, I always draw little people as my voices, so they're like the little things that are harassing my head. So it's just my head in the picture, and these little tiny little stick figure people that are attacking my head and whispering things in my ear. So I have a little guy like hanging on by something into my ear, and I don't know. I have the drawing somewhere. I can show you guys one of these days. I I don't know how else to explain what what schizophrenia is. I think that sometimes showing it is exactly the way to describe it, giving you a visual of what it might feel like, what it might be like. Of course, my voices, all of my voices, are real people usually. Um, I mean, there's times where I've talked to spirits, and that's what I believe. But there's also been times where I talk to the people around me. So I have friends, family, um, girls that I'm interested in, dating, whatever. All of them are there watching me on cameras. And I know it sounds crazy. Okay, I get it. Believe me, in certain times I can see it. But when the way that they explain how things are when it's happening, they make it very legitimate. Like this could be able to happen. And here's why. And this is why you are having this right now. They make it very legitimate. It's hard to not see anything outside of what they give you, too. Like you are viewing the world almost the way that they want you to view it. And everything becomes exactly how they describe it. Um, but yes, I've had people that I didn't know, doctors, people from religious groups, um, family members of people that I knew that I've never met, uh, friends of people that I've never, friends of people that are friends with me that I've never met these friends, things like that. So the voices are always, I don't know. So when I'm in my episodes, they're watching me 24/7. Um, like 24/7, they're watching me. When I'm outside of my episodes, they're usually talking about me from afar. People that I know, people not that I don't know, talking about me from a distance. So like I can hear their thoughts almost, or hear the words that they're saying to someone else. Um, that kind of stuff happens all the time. I used to use it to my advantage actually, because if I heard someone talking about me, I'd be like, "So how's it going?" I would like if I heard someone saying something about a specific subject, I'd bring that subject up to them, and then we'd have a conversation. And what's weird is usually what they've said in my head becomes what they talk about in front of me. So I think that's one of the biggest reasons I get so confused by all of it. Like how are you supposed to know what's real when some of it becomes so realistic? Um, I don't know. It's hard. It's really hard to decipher reality from. And I always say this. It's a very thin line between what reality is and what reality isn't. And yeah, so I'm gonna end the video for today, you guys. I please check out my Instagram. Let me know what you think. Um, and leave comments about your guys' animals down below. I would love to hear more about what kind of animal you have, how it helps you, um, whether it's a support animal or not. I mean, I believe all animals are support animals, but I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Um, leave a comment below, like, subscribe, whatever. Do the fun stuff there. Yeah. So have a great day, you guys. Be safe. Stay beautiful. Stay wonderful. Stay amazing. Stay awesome. Stay unique. Stay you. And above all else, love yourselves, you guys. Peace and love.